Hello world, my name is Daniel Rucker. This is Treu Table. I am introducing myself to you guys because I am launching a channel that is going to be discussing topics like relationships, finance, hot topics, things all of us humans deal with, on a regular daily basis. I am very excited actually because I had done this actually one time before, some years ago when I was a little younger, and it was enjoyable. I didn't stick with it, as I'm being completely and utterly honest here on Treu Table, and now I'm inclined to reintroduce myself under this new platform and under a new, expanded, grown perspective. Now, some may ask, well, Daniel, why do you want to talk about your perspective? Why do you want to talk about your thoughts or your opinions? Well, I'll tell you, for most of my life, I've had what some would call a very strong opinion. I can remember as far back as being 5 or 6 years old and having full-blown conversations at that level, of course, with my adult influences, teachers, principals, pastors, deacons, different people. And then because of the kind of household I grew up in, we were always very big on conversation. My parents did a very good job of making sure that we learned to articulate our thoughts as best as we could. And that has given me a lot to say, a lot to comment on, and a lot to talk about and give my perspective on and my feedback on. So over the years, I've formulated a certain opinion of sorts, and I'm constantly, bringing in knowledge, constantly reading, constantly researching. I'm thirsty for knowledge, very much so. I think it's one of the most attractive components of being, alive is information and bringing things into your life that are going to help you to navigate things, make you aware. Ignorance can sometimes be very detrimental in a lot of ways. So I decided that it was time, and I'm very, very excited, especially now with the way our world is ran and orchestrated, how we communicate so often through devices like this, over the internet, and interconnectivity when it comes to content and technology and whatnot. So I'm thrilled. Why I am going about it this route. I feel that as I've watched things transition and I've watched things transpire, there is a lot that's being discussed. There's a lot of topics that are being touched on. We now have people discussing everything from relationships to finance to entrepreneurship to spirituality to, religion to, the list goes on. There's a lot of times, though, specifically in the relationship realm, which is what I would consider to be my heartbeat, there is not a lot of raw content, not a lot of raw delivery. And what I mean by raw is I mean by very direct, assertive. Things that are not being discussed in a manner that is not so diplomatic. And I feel that that's now something that I want to be a part of. I want to be a part of that community that delivers that content, but I want to be an individual known to deliver that content from that position, from that place. The accountability perspective and sharing my outlook and my position on things from a very direct place. So what I hope to gain in this journey is connecting to people and helping to bring some clarity, bring more understanding for things that I feel are still struggling to kind of make that cohesiveness exist. So like I stated at the beginning of this video, my name is Daniel Rucker. I will be recording my videos on a weekly basis, and this is Treu Table. That's Treu Table. YouTube channel. Excited to get started. Thank you guys.